California. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Los Angeles Rams taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Our first Sunday nighter of the season, the Cowboys and Rams from Los Angeles. Let's go. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now Dak Prescott leading the way onto the field. His 5th year now as a starter as he gets the keys again to this Dallas Cowboys offense.
You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league last year in terms of yards per play. And he was 2nd in the league in passing yards with over 4,900. This guy gets it done, and his team really likes him as their leader.
Zeke with a shake and bake, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 73 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So the Rams go on offense for the first time in their brand-new SoFi Stadium, and the man leading the way to christen that new stadium in his 5th season now, quarterback Jared Goff.
Plenty new with the Los Angeles Rams this year. Brand new stadium, brand new uniforms. The lead running back has changed. But Jared Goff is back as the quarterback for his 5th season as the starter here with the Rams. The weapons have changed a little bit on the perimeter, but Jared Goff believes that he's going to get back to his gunslinging ways.
He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's the first NFL carry for the Rams. Todd Gurley replacement, Cam Akers.
Cam Akers is the ball carrier.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Third down and 7.
Throwing on third, Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 41. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Recovered by
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So, as mentioned, Charles, the regular season debut of this really beautiful new stadium in Inglewood, going to be housing the Rams and the Chargers who play next week. But what do you think? What's your first impression of it?
Oh, it's awfully favorable, Brandon, when you think about what's gone into putting this stadium together. The thought process, putting together two teams, the Rams and the Chargers, and what they would like to see in the stadium, and making sure it all comes together. Plus, the way that they've done things with how they're lighting this place so that it feels like an outdoor stadium, even though it's an indoor field. You got to give these people a ton of credit for putting this all together. A great place to house these two teams, and the Rams getting their shot here against the Cowboys. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now gone. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Cam Akers. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
From the gun, here's Gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Up into the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee? You might have got some blank stares back, but down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Goff's throw here finds Woods. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
they'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Goff on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Now Goff on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Now here come the Cowboys. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. This to Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Our quarterback matchup here is certainly one that bears watching. Dak Prescott and Jared Goff. They finished 2nd and 3rd in the NFL in passing yards a year ago behind Jameis Winston. Prescott at 4,902, and then Goff at 4,638. First down, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott yet again. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end.
Rams 7.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, it's gone. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Roughing the passer defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers
with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Rams have taken the lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
They'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Jalen Ramsey.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle. Cooper with it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5 now. Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Prescott from the gun. There's CeeDee Lamb, his first NFL catch. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it, because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Not to be lost with all that's going on here with the opening of this beautiful new stadium, but we still have 2 more games to get to tomorrow night before we wrap up Week 1. It starts with the Steelers and Giants from MetLife, followed by the late start, Tennessee and Denver in Mile High.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here's Akers.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did really nice.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we get a glance here, Charles, at his 2 touchdown runs.
And, partner, have you ever noticed that when someone scores a second time, they have a little bit of extra pep in their step? It's always, they're always fired up to score. But when you get in twice, it's almost like they're thinking, this could be the start of something really big.
Then you want number 3, right?
Oh, without a doubt. Go get it.
They start on the ground with Elliott. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. But he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Draw play, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Rams 14.
For its next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 49-yard line.
Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
But when you think of the Rams and their passing game, sometimes Robert Woods gets overlooked. But if I told you he led the team in targets for the last 2 years and had 139 last year, would you be surprised? Probably. But now with Brandon Cooks gone from the roster, they'll look in his direction maybe even more. And I just love the intensity that he plays the game with.
Now a first down throw. Gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Josh Reynolds. 4 yards.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll bang that one through. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
Sean Lee on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Goff on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still look towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019. Runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
At the 16-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
To the air again. Goff. And open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing again is gone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Off throwing again. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers.
Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that went a long 11-play drive.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
And there's another sack by Aaron Donald. No surprise to anyone. The 2-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year, he could have easily been the 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not sure anyone in the league has a true answer for him. And one of the best parts about his game, the way he uses his hands. And he credits his high school coach for teaching him that hand placement early in his career.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already. And that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, You've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third.
Throwing on third. Goff. And get this one to Cobb complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Goff on first down. Open man right side is Cobb complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
At the Rams.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the red zone now, Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
On second down now. It's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet.
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Goff.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 8 and a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40-yard.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Goss pass.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3.
From the gun, here's Goff.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 1st and 10, Goff. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Now, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that. It's not.
The ball comes out, and the Cowboys have recovered. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Well, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Reynolds there to make the grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
CC violation.
No doubt.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Dalton Schultz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
44-yard line.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And got him in. It's Woods.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On 1st down, Akers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Van Der Esch on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Going right back to Akers.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
first down marker at the 31. It's third down. Here's Goff. Fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Rams 38, Cowboys 25.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll throw right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. He's having a big game running the football, but and down he goes, and the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm shaking my head and chuckling a little bit now, although it's not funny for anyone trying to block Aaron Donald. But you know, all week long, they say to themselves, don't give up any sacks, and they just gave up one there. They double-team him, they triple-team him, they try and isolate and make sure that Aaron Donald can't get to their quarterback, and he always seems to find a way. He's not just a physical presence, he plays the game with a great football IQ.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Goff. There's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. Alden Smith there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go ahead and snap it. Goal. And that is going to be incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Cowboy ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Prescott's pass.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Aaron Donald bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
To C.D. Lamb. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that gets them back within 10.
The score, Rams 38, Cowboys 28.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And he is just one reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Tyler Higbee. That's a game.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third and 2. Goff. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Goff throwing complete to Cup, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Another Rams 1st down.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Prescott's pass.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
Prescott's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Prescott yet again. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And now Cooper slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 8. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Greg Zerline.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
The Rams offense now. They get set and head back onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
At the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now Goff on first down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 7 yards to pick up there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll try it, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Elliott.
Cam Akers.
46 yards, and the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Prescott off play action. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Rams have got it back.
Jared Goff sacked.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
They'll run this with Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Here's Akers. They try and run.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Makes the score Rams 52, Cowboys 35.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the defense for Los Angeles as they head out to set up shop. They may have not played their best ball, but their offense helped out. They're going to get the win. That's the bottom line.
And people will criticize. Coaches will be all over them for different things that they didn't do during the game. But no one ever turns in a victory and says, okay, we're not going to keep it. They take it, build on it, and try and get better from there on out.
And occasionally you have to tip your cap to the opposition, right?
Sometimes they just make plays. You know, sometimes they do really well, and you just couldn't stop it. But if you got the win, you're not that concerned about it. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for L.A., that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.